All right, Hawks fans, we're getting started here at Mount Prospect Ice Arena, one of the best hockey bars actually in the United States. The bar sits above all the rinks, beautiful setting. We're getting started, quick shot, loose puck in front of the net. Northern Express is 2-0 in this tournament. Hawks are 0-2. I expect this game to be good. The Northern Express is all 2014s. Off the post there, I think they are a AA 2014 birth year team. It will be competitive. They were slightly ahead of the teams that we lost to when they beat the Blues and the Fond du Lac Thunder. So the winner of this game, actually if the Hawks win, these teams will rematch in the championship tomorrow. If the Northern Express win, the Hawks will almost certainly be in the consolation game tonight, which will be their last game. It's pretty simple, win and we're in. All right, we got Kane and Peterson at D, Dodge, Stack, and Varley. We're mid-change. We got a little started a little bit late here, forgive me, but Northern Express, weak backhand shot, easily saved by Ethan Lefebvre between the pipes. He's had a great weekend, 2 goals given up in each game, and both, I would say all 4 of those goals, probably 3 of them were defensive letdowns perhaps. He had a lot of great saves in both of the first 2 games for the Hawks. So we're going to do the defensive zone face-off. Lang will take the drop. He's got Bussman, also flanked by, I'm guessing still Varley. These white jerseys with the white numbers, with the white outlines are always fun for me. You got Peterson and Kane as your D-men. We get into the offensive zone. Northern Express is a solid program. I've seen them in a few different age groups. I expect this team to be pretty, given that they're younger, I expect them to be fast and skilled, but perhaps less physical and less structured. So I think that this matchup plays in favor of the Hawks, who typically struggle probably with the more structured, physical, offensive possessing teams than the breakaway teams, because we have a lot of speed. Lang easily takes that away. Varley Peterson goes back to get it. Varley. Northern just keeps throwing it back behind the net. They're not really getting anything going, but they are possessing it in the zone. Nice physical play by Bussman. Lang loses it. Hawks, this is where the Hawks do struggle, is getting it out of their own zone. They typically do a good job playing defense, but nice play by Bussman. He gets it over to Varley. Varley loses it for a moment, and the Hawks change. We got Pope and Carroll on the ice. Pope knocks it away with her stick, and that comes down low. Pope throws it around the boards. Vossenkemper is on the ice. Vossenkemper, Seifried, great pass to deep. We got a breakaway. And he puts it in the back of the net! Easy peasy, 1-0 Hawks. Great breakout on the pass. Vossenkemper, I believe, up to deep, and then deep took care of business. That's going to be how we score on this Northern team. I've heard their structure can be lacking at times. We're going to have to hit those breakaways. They do have a lot of speed, though they are young. Hawks up 1-0. Deep in Vossenkemper. Pope and Carroll back on defense. Here comes Northern with some speed through the zone. Gets past all the players, rebound, and goes wide. That's a speedy player, just like I said. Northern's got a lot of skill and a lot of speed. We're going to have to be prepared for that. Pope gets it back to Carroll. Nice play up to Deep. Deep trying to chip it forward to Vossenkipper. He does. Shot! Loose puck! Rebound! Shot again, but the goalie was up for it. Nice save by the Northern goalie. That's going to be a trip on Deep. Unfortunate, inadvertent trip. But that's going to put the Hawks on the kill as we're going to change some players. Exciting game here. This Northern team's got a lot of speed, and I think it's going to be back and forth. I have a feeling this is going to be a high-scoring game. Hawks on the kill. Stack takes the drop. We got Carlson. And, again, I can't see the far defender because of the white jerseys with the white outlines of the numbers. It looks like Carlson and Kane, Dodge, and Stack are the forwards. Again, we are on the kill. Puck is trapped in the corner. Minute 18 left on this penalty. Northern with a little backhand shot, but here come the Hawks. Cross-ice pass. The Hawks' specialty is intercepted. The Hawks have played quick wide-angle shot, but easy save by Lefebvre. Hawks have played well, struggled to connect with some of those passes, which I think have kept them from scoring more than 2 goals a game. So if the Hawks start connecting on some breakout passes and some transition passes, loose puck in front of the net, the slap shot saved by Ethan and chipped out by Stack. Nice play. Dodge is going to provide some pressure. Hawks change. Looks like you got Busman, Pope. Nice play by Pope. Good stick, knocking that one away. And that one comes into the crowd. The crowd goes wild. So we still got 9 seconds left on the penalty kill. We got Lang and Busman. Pope and Peterson are your 4 Hawks. 1-0. Lang will take the drop again. 9 seconds left on the kill. Peterson. We are at even strength as Ethan freezes the puck. Good kill. So even strength, it looks like they initially Stromberg came on, but Varley is on with Lang and Busman, Peterson and Pope. Again, this Northern team, a lot of speed and skill. Busman. Nice chip. Busman into the middle, but in between the 2 Hawks. But a good thought. Lang. In the middle. Varley. Busman. He just was ahead of him. Lang. Good skating. He tries the back door. It was closed. Lang. Lang again, physical and keeping that puck on the boards. Northern knocks it away. Nice play by Peterson, who knocks it away. And Pope gave 22. A little bit of a shove. No calls, everything's frozen, so we're going to do a defensive zone face-off here, and the Hawks will get 5 new players. We're going to have Carroll and Carlson at D, and then at forward, looks like Seyfried, deep, the goal scorer, and Vossenkemper. 5:48 to go in this first period. I think it's going to be an exciting game. The kids got to sleep in today with the 12:20 local start. I don't think I've heard of a kid that was up before 9. They needed that. Shot goes wide. Physical play by Carlson. Shot, and it's blocked by Seyfried. Hits him in the chest. Carroll. Deep. Carroll, good skating there, reversing it. The northern forecheck is difficult. They can skate and they're fast. Carlson, great cross ice, but just ahead of Vossenkemper. It's going to go on net. Goalie knocks it away. Great back check by Vossenkemper, knocking that one away. Carroll on the boards. Vossenkemper kicks it forward. Carroll. Good stick by Carroll, keeping that from coming into the middle. 4:27 to go in this first period. Seyfried applying the pressure. Big goal yesterday. Second goal to tie the game. Deep into the zone. Today's goal scorer. Vossenkemper keeps it in. Nice play. Deep is there as well. Looks like we got Kane onto the ice. Kane's going to get there first. He does easily. Throws it around the horn to Vossenkemper. Carroll. Dodge. Around the horn. Stromberg is the forward on this side. Weak shot is blocked. It's going to create a breakout for the Hawks. Dodge. He gets past the defender. Dodge is going to fire it. He shoots it. It's deflected wide. Stack was on the backside, but a good shot there. Stack. Pope is on the ice with Kane. She's got marking the man. Pushes him wide. Behind the net. Hands him off. Stack on the ball. Puck, I mean. Goes behind the net. Kane's going to get it. 2:52 to go in this first period. Again, this is a lot faster and more skilled of a team than we've seen all weekend, but they are younger and smaller. Pope comes up. She gets the red line and dumps it in. You know what we say on this broadcast. You're not going to go broke taking a profit. Except don't let the other team have a breakout. Luckily, that was offsides. So the defensemen will stay the same, Kane and Pope, but we got Varley, Busman, and Lang. The latter will take the neutral zone drop. The winner of this game goes to the championship, and in fact, if it's the Hawks, these two teams will play in the championship. Quick shot, wide angle, goalie, glove save on the shot by Braden Lang. He had Varley in the middle, but Varley was marked. So we're going to do an offensive zone face-off. Busman, Lang, Varley. We got Kane and Pope back on the blue line. Lang wins it. Busman, Pope. Back to Busman. Busman's got some space in the middle. Trying to get a shot off that long frame. He gets it on, but it's knocked wide. Wraparound attempt. Northern knocks it away. 2 minutes left in this first period. Good save on the good low hard shot. Ethan gloves it easily, and we're going to do a defensive zone face-off here. The defense is going to change it up. We got Peterson and Carlson on the ice. 1-0, Hawks. As you see there, Northern just kind of struggles with what should have been an easy possession. But if you give them breakaway, they have some speed. That's going to have to be, looked like a hook of Busman to me. Little kid taking the big kid, turning him backwards, but 1:25 to go. Peterson around the horn. Carlson's going to get there. Busman. In the middle to Lang, but not quite able to get through the neutral zone. Lang is going to dump it in. Nice play. Busman is down. They are going to blow the whistle. Let's obviously hope he's okay. I didn't see anything dramatic as to the head. He is moving around, so might just need a minute with wind. Might be an extremity, I don't know. He's on his knees, so it's probably not anything related to his legs. He's up to one knee. Looks like Busman is going to be all right. He skates back to the bench. He's kind of just needs a second, it looks like, but probably fine, which is good. We're going to do a center ice face-off. 56 seconds left in the first period. Seyfried deep. Kemper, and then you got Carlson and Peterson back. Shot goes high. Quick shot, kick save by Ethan. That actually squirted through traffic and got to the wide part of the net, but Ethan was there with a nice kick save. Shot goes wide again. 18 seconds left in this first period. Peterson falls down or got pushed down. Good break up there by Kemper. And that's the period. So into the first period, a pretty strong one. I think we got ourselves a good hockey game here. A lot of speed on Northern, but one goal is definitely not going to do it. We'll be back in a minute. Start of the second period, Hawks are up 1-0. Good game here, and if we beat them, we'll play them again tomorrow at Northern in the championship. If we lose, we'll go to the consolation almost certainly tonight. My stats guy is going to get an update on the other game, but I really think it's as simple as if we win, we're in. If we lose, we're almost certainly out. Maybe a chance of a three-way tie. Looks like the Blues are beating the Fond du Lac Thunder 3-1, which is not surprising. So that means we have to win. A loss or a tie would not cut it, I don't think. So Stack gets it in, cross ice, looking for Dodge. He tries to knock it down, but not before it gets in the corner. So you got Stack, Dodge at forward, and then back on defense, you got Kane and Carroll. Wide angle shot, but a great save by Ethan. That was on the back post. That would have been on net, and he stuck that paw out. Great save. So Stromberg's the other forward. Northern loves to go wide and use their speed. Loose puck in the middle, quick shot, back of the net. Rebound, and the player turned his hips and fired it up high. Great shot, roofing that one home. And Varley are the forwards. Then we got Pope and Carlson. And Ethan just freezes that, so we'll do the defensive zone face-off. Shot goes wide behind the net. Busman's going to be there. Good to see him all good and on the ice. So we got Varley. Varley tries to get past defender. Nice play, Busman. Wide angle pass through the middle, but behind the Hawks players, and that leads to a Northern breakout. As usual, Northern goes wide, and Carlson decides to put the player in the boards. Nice play, quick shot, blocked, or not blocked. It got through, but Ethan with the big save, another big save for Lefebvre. Northern Express win the draw collision there with Seyfried. But we got Vosenkemper. He's got some space. He's got deep on the backside. He shoots it. Rebound goes wide. Seyfried deep. Vosenkemper, Pope, and Carlson. Into the middle. Quick shot, but it goes wide. Good hustle by Carlson. Pope and Seyfried collide. Dangerous pass in the middle, but to nobody. And that puck gets through, but goes wide. Carlson, Pope knocks it away. Carlson with it. And that does not get out of the zone. Goes behind the net. Pope's going to get there. She's got Vosenkemper. They get it out of the zone. That's going to be offside, so we'll do a neutral zone face-off with 10:13 to go in the first. We're going to have 5 new players on the ice, so we'll have Carroll, Peterson, Stack, Stromberg, and Dodge. Northern into the middle. That shot is deflected off somebody's skate wide. They've definitely, that's an interception by Stack. He's got a little bit of space, 2-on-2 Stromberg and Stack, but loses the puck. Stromberg gets it back almost. Northern dumps it in. Peterson's going to be there. Good reversal. Nice pass to Stack. Stack has Dodge in the middle and Varley trailing Stack with the shot. It goes wide. Dodge, though, with the quick rebound, and he got that on net. The goalie was able to slide back over and block it. Peterson keeps it in. Carroll, the other defender. Here comes some of that Northern speed. This is where they're most dangerous. And they love to go wide. Dangerous pass in the middle, but Carroll knocks it away. Nice play by Carroll. Is that a trip? Not called. Dodge skirted past the defender. Stack is there, using that body, passes in the middle, but Dodge is on the ground, so he couldn't have responded to that pass. Stack. Varley. Easily taken away by the Hawks, and the Northern's changing, so we got a little bit of a breakaway. That could have hit Lane's stick. I think it went between his stick and his feet, but unfortunately that got through, and therefore it is an icing. So the Hawks are going to send out Kane and Pope on defense, and it looks like a forward, Lang, Busman, and Stromberg for the defensive zone face-off. Northern squirts by there, but a weak Nothingburger shot is knocked away by Ethan. And we got a little bit of a breakaway here. Lang, he's got on the backside Stromberg, who throws the pass, but a good play by the Northern defender, preventing the pass from getting there. Comes around the horn. Kane is there. He's got some space. Got a man coming behind him. He throws it back around the roulette wheel. Lang is going to be there. Lang reverses. He got tripped. No call. Stromberg comes to the point, but it squirts out. Shoots it back to Pope. Pope throws it off the boards, and that's still going to be offsides because Stromberg had been on the ground behind the net and was not able to get back on, but no worse for the wear. Lang, Busman, Stromberg are your forwards. Pope and Kane, the defenders. Comes back to Kane. 11 is there. 27 for Northern, coming fast. Nice play by Kane, chipping it forward, but not icing it. Busman. He gets it to Stromberg, but not able to get a shot off, and that bounces through the defenders. Pope's going to go back to get it. She's going to throw it around the horn. Almost gets it out of the zone. And we get it into the neutral zone. Push it forward. Vossenkemper was on that. Vossenkemper deep. And Lang are your forwards. I think they're mid-change. Behind the net. Out of the zone. Vossenkemper and deep. We got a 2-on-1. Deep. Vossenkemper! Goalie makes the save off his blocker, but I love the aggression and passing there and getting a good shot off. Seyfried shoots it high. He got every single ounce of that puck, but Little high. Carlson keeps it in. So we got Carlson and Peterson as your D-men. Seyfried flips it forward. Peterson. Down low, deep is going to be there. 5:35 to go in the second period. 1-1's our score. Good game here. If the Hawks win, these two teams will play in the championship tomorrow. The Hawks lose, we will be out. Back of the net. Loose puck, bodies flying everywhere. Vosenkemper tried the back door. The goalie stopped it. Comes to the point to Peterson. He's got some space. He fires it. It goes high. Looks like Vosenkemper and Deep are there on the board. Seyfried comes away with it. A little bit of space. Seyfried's taking his time. Gets it in the front. Quick shot, but his glove save. Holy goodness, Lord have mercy. Lord, Seyfried had all day. Finally gets the puck to Vosenkemper, who doesn't quite get all of it, and the goalie makes a glove save. Although from that range, the goalie put his glove up, and you were going to have to really elevate it to get it above it. But, man, that was a good look. Just under 5 minutes to go. Stack on the drop. Dodge and Stromberg, the other forwards. Carlson and Peterson are your D-men. Carlson, good skating, but we had a inadvertent foot there. As usual, Northern goes wide. They get behind him. Backhand, Ethan's big. No goal there on the big save. He got big, made sure that puck was not going to get above him or through him. That's what Northern does. They use their speed and they go wide. Cross ice pass, Stromberg tips a Northern player. Dodge is the forward, stacks in the middle. Again, Carlson and Peterson are the D-men. And here comes Northern, and they go wide, and the speed gets them wide, and they're going to have the shot, but Ethan is ready for it. He knows these players like to shoot more than they like to pass. They're young. They like to use their speed more than a structured passing game, and that's going to be icing. Dodge was about 10 feet short of that red line. Unfortunate play, so the Hawks will do a defensive zone face-off with Kane and Carroll as your D-men. Varley, Lang, Bussman are the forwards. Northern wins that one, but the Hawks, I guess, come away with it, so maybe we win it. We knock it forward. Looks like a foot race with Varley and a big, good defender for Northern. Bounces in the neutral zone. Kane is there. Now Lang. Varley. Nice pass to Bussman. In! Oh! It bounced up. The goalie knocked it down. I thought it went right over his glove. It did not. A good save by the Northern goalie. Exciting game here in Mount Prospect, Illinois. Northern into the zone. Trying for the pass, and good defense by OC preventing it. Deep is now in the game on the puck. Good job by the Hawks preventing anything of substance from happening. Bussman trying to get through traffic. Physical play by 21 for Northern. And that's going to be a trip on Bussman. So that's going to put the Hawks on their second kill of the game. There have been no penalties called yet on Northern. Northern does not have any penalties yet in this game. The Hawks have 2. Can't say I've seen a lot of plays that should have been called, if any, but Always like to throw that out there. 1-1 late second, 2:27 to go. Hawks will be on the kill with Deep and Seyfried along with Kane and Carroll. That squirts out in the neutral zone. Carroll has it. Nice bank pass and a nice chip. Seyfried's got a little space. Deep. Seyfried. Backhand. And the goalie knocked it away. But a nice little 1-2 to be able to get a shot off. And here comes another speedy Northern player, and he's going to go wide. Tries the pass in the middle, doesn't get there. Kane around the horn. That's blocked by Seyfried. It goes up over the net, but bounces back in the danger zone. Quick shot, blocked by Carroll. Slapper goes about 20 feet high and wide. I'm not sure which it was, higher or wider. Now that one's on net, but a better save, a kick save by Ethan Lefebvre. We are now at even strength. Even strength. Quick shot. That was fluttering oddly and through traffic. Even strength, another kill for the Hawks. 42 seconds left in the second period. Northern to their 21, who's going to fire it, and Ethan with a save off his chest. Hawks definitely need to get this puck out of the zone, probably need to ice it, need something to break this momentum that started with the power play. Carroll, nice job by Carroll protecting the puck, but Northern again blocks it. Nice play by Kane, preventing the pass, preventing the shot at the end of the period. We call ourselves lucky to get out of that one. We're at the end of the second period. Great ball game here, 1-1. Be back in a minute. Start of the third period here, exciting game. If the Hawks win, these teams will play in the championship. Hawks lose, they're likely to the consolation finishing up tonight. Stromberg, Dodge, Stack are your forwards. Peterson and Carlson are your D-men. Northern, a lot of speed. They always go wide, and they always cycle it behind the net. Not as good as the other teams we've played at setting up structure and passing, but much faster than those teams. Stack is going to get there, pass to Stromberg, but it's behind him. Peterson's got it. Bounces up high. Neutral zone battle. Northern comes away with it. Danger zone, but that shot was blocked painfully by Peterson. He's going to the bench. Loose puck right in front of the net. Ethan slides over, and that one actually goes between his legs and hits the post. Hawks are fortunate there. Ethan with a good first save, and then the rebound shot, I think, squirted under him but hit the post. There comes Northern. Down low as usual. Pope is on the ice for Peterson. Hope he's all right after that shot block. I'm sure he will be. Probably doesn't feel good. Hawks get it out of the zone. Stack. Back on defense, you got Carlson and Pope. And the Hawks are changing. Looks like Lang, Varley, and Bussman. Pope, Bussman, nice tip pass. Lang's got a 2-on-1 with Varley. Varley back to Lang, but is bouncing over his stick. The goalie slides into the net. They're not blowing the whistle. The official just puts it back on since the Northern has a breakaway. Pope gets in there. Kane finishes it up. Nice job on the two-man defense there. And Ethan covers it up. Letting things settle for a moment. We're 10:51 left in this game, 1-1. I was wrong about it being high scoring, at least thus far. We've had all deuces all weekend. 2-2 in both games yesterday. Pope behind the net. Looks like she got taken down there, but no call. Northern. High shot, but it hits somebody and bounces into the corner. Here comes Lang. Pass to Varley. Varley's got Bussman on the backside. He gets it to him. Bussman's going to have a shot. Fires it. Glove save. Good breakout and a good pass from Varley.
I gotta watch it out here.
I know. It's tough when your kid's about to shoot. You gotta.
This is my first rodeo on the
All right.
usually in the box.
That's right. Dave Seyfried is in the box serving. Hawks with the offensive zone faceoff. Need a little bit more offensive zone time in general here. Quick shot, but it goes wide. I think that's Varley. Kane and Pope defense. Lang, Bussman, Varley, your forwards. Lang is there. Pope down low. Bussman. Into the middle. Lang is there. Loose puck, kind of right by the net. Lang shoots it, but I think it's off the side of the cage. And here comes Northern. And they're going to go wide. Pope knocks it away. Nice job by 20. She gets it into the neutral zone. Starts a breakaway. We got a 2-on-1 here. Varley in the middle. Quick shot, and it's saved. The goalie sticked his leg out and kicked it away before I got to Varley on the pass from Lang. Kane, shot, hits Bussman. Northern throws it forward. They're changing. Pope has it with some time. She gets it up, tips it. We got Seyfried. Seyfried, quick shot. Got on net there. The goalie saves it. Tough angle, but still good to get that on net. Carroll on the ice. Carroll takes the space. He fires it, but it's wide. Peterson's the other defender as Pope goes off the change. Into the middle danger zone, but Northern comes away with it. Skate. That was not me yelling skate. That was another father who will go nameless. I don't yell skate because the kids don't hear me. Northern gets in the zone. That one ricochets off Carroll. Seyfried is going to go back and get it. 18 with some speed. And that's going to be offsides.
There's an art to moving this nice and smooth. It's like a gentle touch, right at the touch of a blacksmith, you know?
1-1 third period. We got Carroll and Peterson as your D-men. Dodge, Stromberg, and I'm guessing Stack are the forwards. Stromberg with it in the zone. He's got Dodge. He shoots it. It's a 5-hole shot. The goalie sticks it away. Carroll at the blue line, flips it back in. Good job. 7 minutes to go in this one. Score update. 6-1. 6-1. All right. If we tie, we'll be out. So my stats team just told me that if we tie, because the Blues are winning 6-1, even though we'd have the same points as them and be tied with them, it would probably go to goal differential. And they're winning 6-1. They lost 3-1, so that would mean they'd be up 4. And if we have 3 ties, we have a 0 goal differential. So a tie's not going to do it. Hawks have to score to advance. On the ice, you got Carroll and Peterson as your D. Northern enters the zone. Good back check by Stack, and a better loose puck save by Ethan Lefebvre, who's continued to just have a strong weekend, keeping the Hawks right there in every single game. We have not been able to get the offense going. These Chicago teams are, at all age groups that I've seen in my hockey dad life, structured, generally pretty disciplined. This team's a little bit less structured in speed, but most Chicago teams are tough to score on and typically have really good goalies as well. Such a big metro. A lot of kids. So Carlson with it behind the net. He flips it up, and it's going to hit Varley with some speed. He gets in the middle, but loses control of it. Nice play by Lang. Varley, he's got Busman in the middle, but it's knocked away by Northern. Onto the ice, you got Kane and Carlson. And Northern's going to change. Varley. Gets through to Busman, but he had it momentarily, and Northern knocks it away. Good job by Kane being strong on the boards, and he keeps it in. 5 minutes left in this one. A tie is not going to do it. Seyfried onto the ice. Northern using that speed and going wide. Ethan kicks it. Carlson's going to go get it. Busman using that frame, getting past one, but not the other. Pope and Carroll onto the ice. Pope kicks it wide. Carroll there. Up the boards. Deep has it. So you got deep. Seyfried all the way ahead by himself is Vossenkipper. He gets past one. Not able to get the backhand off. Really good defensive play by the Northern player. Pope keeps it in. Nice job on the boards. Here comes Northern. They actually go to the middle this time. Wide angle shot. It's about 3 feet wide. Down low, Pope is there. Nice play by Carroll. Pope gets it to Vossen Kemper. Not able to come away with it. Carroll, we got 3:11 left in this one. The Hawks are going to have to get down with a goal if they want to advance. Pope is there. She loses her footing twice there. Pretty physical shoving. Again, Northern has not been called for a penalty today, so Jewel Osco is disappointed with their sponsorship of the power play. The Hawks have had 2 called against us. And Northern parents are screaming for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. It was a pretty standard 2-on-2 breakaway with a shot that Ethan easily deflects to the side. Referee gets in the way of that one. Thanks for that. 2:28 to go. Hawks have to score to advance. Shot goes high and wide. Peterson. And finally gets out of the zone. We got Dodge with it, and he's going to go forward. He's got a little space, but the Northern players converge as the puck was kind of bouncing around. So on defense, you got Peterson and Kane. Stack's able to knock it away. Stromberg down low. Stack using that body, gets through one, but not the second. And here comes Northern with an inexact bad pass forward that's wide. And the player gets in the middle. Ethan with a big save. Gloves it up. So we got 1:40 left. Hawks have to score to advance. A tie will not do it. They will be pushed to the 3rd, 4th place game tonight. This has been a 4-team tournament, and all 4 teams are pretty darn even. Northern's probably by far the fastest, most dangerous. But I have a feeling they'd say the same about the Hawks after Northern beat both the other teams yesterday. You got Stack, Dodge, and Stromberg along with Pope and Carlson. Nice block by Dodge. Stack. Dodge. We got 1:14 to go. Dangerous play across the middle, but it was a high pass. Nobody could catch it. And that was a collision behind the net with Dodge and the player. 56 seconds. Hawks need a goal. We might need to pull our goalie. I don't know if the bench knows that a tie will not advance us. Probably with not knowing the Chicago Blues score like I do, 6-1. They do not know. Quick shot, knocked off of somebody wide. 37 seconds to go. Not going to call that trip, although could have been called on Stack. 25 seconds to go. This one feels like it's done. $14 seconds left. Six seconds. Quick shot, goes wide. Backhand, and that's going to be it. So that's a 3rd game and a 3rd tie for the Hawks. The Hawks are undefeated. The Hawks are undefeated, and I hope that I am wrong and you find out otherwise, but based on my looking at the scoreboard, we have been eliminated from the championship game, and we will play tonight late. We have the same 3 points as the Chicago Blues do, but the Blues are going to have a better differential, which I believe is the tiebreaker. If it is goals against, it could be us. Let's hope for good news on the tiebreaker. It'd be fun to play this Northern team again. But that's a final. 1-1 tie game. Time for some deep dish.